guys, it's The Wandering Wind. I'm your host, Gregory, and today I want to talk about something related to a new acquaintance of mine, and this is a brony friend of mine called Epic V. Now, I recently got in contact with her for the first time because she started herself a Patreon to help herself with being able to take care of her medical bills and stuff because she's going through hard times. Just the amount of problems she has makes me look healthy in comparison. But no, I wanted, and I'll leave a link to her Patreon down in the description. If you guys could donate $1 per video, if you want, you can set it to a maximum of $1 a month. That way you're only spending $1, but that $1 makes a hell of a lot of difference in an individual's life. Believe me, I know. And to be honest, I have my own Patreon. I'm not going to promote it this week. No, I'm not going to promote it this week. This week is all about my friends. But if you guys could, go ahead and check that out. But I wanted to talk about how I deal with my own issues. And if you're not familiar, I have several. Both psychological up here and physiological all throughout. One of the biggest issues that you can see readily is I'm huge. I have been overweight since the age of probably 12, 13. I got to the age of like 15, 16, and I got to obese, pretty much. I've been obese since. I have psychological issues, including social anxiety, where, I like people. I like individual people. When you give me a crowd, I'm like, I don't know what it is about crowds, but I hate them. I don't like crowds. I don't like crowds of people. It just doesn't do well with me. You'll probably never see me at a convention unless it's VidCon, and maybe that'll probably be the one thing I ever do because it's a dream of mine, and it'll be like, do it once, never do it again. Or maybe BronyCon, because, to be honest, I'd love to go because I'd be able to meet my idols. But other than that, I also have a form of autism. It's a high-functioning form of autism called Aspergers. A guy by the name of, good Lord, well, somebody actually wrote a very, very, very good book about it. If you want, I'll leave a link to the book in the description. You guys can read up on it. It's probably going to be pretty expensive to buy it, but there's loads of materials on Asperger's and stuff, but the Asperger's will probably never go away. The social anxiety, I'll probably end up finding a way to deal with. The physiological issues, I don't know. I've got hypothyroidism, which is where my thyroid doesn't produce enough of the hormones that it's supposed to produce, and a lot of the side effects of that is really where it's damaging. It's not so much the syndrome itself; it's the side effects that kill you. You have hypertension as a side effect. You have fluid retention, which is common. You have a lowered metabolism because your metabolism is actually controlled a lot by your thyroid. And if you don't know what the thyroid is, it's basically an organ, a gland that wraps around the front of your neck and kind of looks like a butterfly that's wrapped around it. So it's weird. No, hypothyroidism is treatable through medication, but I'm lucky enough to be able to be on Medicaid because I make so little. I'm on disability for one. I hope not to be on it for too much longer. Hopefully in a couple of years I make enough money from YouTube that disability can go out the window. I can just take care of myself through my own income. But for now, I've got disability and my Medicaid, which actually helps me to not have to worry about paying out of pocket. But for someone like Epic V, who probably makes upwards of 20 grand a month, probably just through AdSense and stuff, it can be difficult to really afford everything, because I'm sure she doesn't live in a $900 apartment like I do. So, I mean, she lives with her, I think it's her new boyfriend, I'm not sure, but having to afford pills, which cost her upwards of probably about $500 a month and yada, 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 and tests and stuff. She's got to get checked for breast cancer because that's a concern. She's going to get more testing for her hypothyroidism and her other issues. I feel so bad for her. Go and show her some love. I'll leave the link to her Patreon because she created one and I'm actually a donator. I'm donating a maximum of $3 a month from whatever I get a month to go to her. If you can, go ahead and donate $1 a month. You can actually set it where, because she has it per creation, you can actually set it where there's a monthly maximum, and you can even set it at $1. So if you want, go and donate $1 a month to her and her cause, because to be honest, it's hard being a creator and also being sick. Boogie2988, several others that I know of, they're all sick, but they still love to do what they do, and they're all doing it because, to be honest, they love the money. I mean, they love the people more than they love the money. So do I. It'd be nice to have the money to be able to not worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow's going to worry about itself. Just saying. But other than the hypothyroidism, I also have joint problems because I was born dry. Mom lost most of the amniotic fluid when her water broke, but I wasn't actually born until 2 months later, because if I'd have been born then, I would have immediately died because it was only 5 months. I had to be viable, and for that there needed to be at least 7 months of gestation. And by the time I was born, I only had a pocket of fluid around my face. And so the rest of my joints were all locked up and all dry. It was nasty. I had a lot of physical therapy when I was young, and believe me, my mother says I hated it. I probably did. It was probably painful and probably pretty gruesome to watch, but eventually I'm able to actually move somewhat properly. I mean, I'm not the most limber of people. You can ask my family about that. Oh boy. But no, I thought I'd let you guys know that we all have issues. And to be honest, it's nice once in a while to give back to those that inspire us the most. So I've given back to Epic V. I've also given back to Boogie. I'm a $2 donator to him and a $3 maximum to her. And overall, it really works out for me. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't support them if I didn't love what they do. I just wish I could do more. I wish I could do more. I wish I could do more often, whatever. You guys, know me as a pretty laid-back guy. Sorry, I'm sweating a lot today. It's pretty hot here where I live. It's Ohio, go figure. Tomorrow supposed to be even worse. Why? Tomorrow's probably going to be so bad you'll probably see me with a big old washcloth or even a big old towel wrapped around my neck, drenched in cold water. Because considering that the central air doesn't really do much because we don't like to keep it too high, and having a fan on in here really makes the audio quality go way down. I'm probably just going to do that and say the hell with it. If people think I'm looking horrible or looking weird, oh well. But I'm sorry, I'm rambling today. This is probably going to be labeled as a rambling video or a rant video or whatever. But just know that I do love you. I do respect the way that you guys live. If you guys can't support V, if you guys can't support me by giving a donation every month, then just support us by watching our content. Because to be honest, every person that watches a video we've made is a person that shows that they are willing to support us no matter what. And that makes us feel great. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Go give V some love down over at her channel and over at her Patreon page. And I will see you guys again next time. Thank you for watching.